Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jazzy RN. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. I have worked remotely for over 9 years in utilization review, and I've worked for 3 major insurance companies. And the goal of my channel is to help nurses pivot from the bedside to remote work. Global Health is hiring a case manager RN. This job is full-time. I always go straight to the qualifications. Even if you don't meet every qualification, I still suggest you apply. You must have an active RN license in Oklahoma. This is required. These 2 preferences include active multi-state RN license and previous experience in managed care or utilization management preferred. I'm going to skip some of these bullet points here. Right here where it says Microsoft software programs, make sure you add platforms to your resume. That includes Microsoft Office, Epic, Cerner, etc. Whatever platforms or software you use at your current job and previous jobs, add this to your resume to make your resume more tech savvy. Cohere is hiring an RN reviewer. This job requires an active RN license, 3 years clinical experience, utilization management experience in acute or post-acute settings, comfortable using Mac or Google Workspace, strong communication skills, and continuous improvement mindset, preferably HEDIS abstraction, legal RN, or utilization review background, and a bachelor's degree in nursing, business, or related field. This job is 100% remote and requires robust internet speeds, above 50 megabytes per second, including the ability to utilize Zoom meeting software and to stream video. They are staffed 7 days per week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and shifts will be assigned based on need. This job is 40 hours per week. They do mention that this job is a fully remote opportunity with about 5% travel. They don't mention exactly where you're traveling to, so if you are fortunate enough to get an interview, I would suggest to ask that question. And the pay for this job is $33 to $35 per hour. Rising Medical Solutions is hiring 2 nurse positions. The first one is lead legal nurse, and the second one is just legal nurse. Both jobs are full-time. They require associate's or bachelor's degree in nursing, an active RN license in 1 or more states, experience reviewing, drafting, or reviewing liability demand packages, or supporting claim litigation or negotiation. This is strongly preferred but not required. At least 5 years of clinical, legal, utilization review, or case management experience. Here are a list of certifications that are preferred, not required. I'm going to skip some of these bullet points. And also make sure you add Microsoft Office or Microsoft 365 to your resume. The next position is also a legal nurse. This is not the lead legal nurse position. This job requires the same exact requirements as the previous job. Evolent is hiring for a clinical reviewer nurse, medical oncology, West Coast hours preferred. This job is full-time. You must be an RN with an unrestricted license in your state and current associate's or bachelor's degree in nursing, at least 3 years of direct clinical patient experience, patient care. This is preferably direct oncology experience, strong computer skills, including Microsoft Office Suite, interpersonal, oral, and written communication skills, available to work 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday shift with weekend and holiday rotation. And just a FYI, weekend and holiday rotation is normal. Here are some additional preferred requirements. These are preferred, not required. SSM Health, they are hiring for a manager RN clinical documentation improvement. This job is full-time. They require you to have 2 years acute hospital experience or surgical area as a clinical nurse, 3 years of clinical documentation specialist, and 2 years demonstrated progressive leadership experience, and you must be an RN. This is RNs for the state of Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, Wisconsin. Corvel is hiring a California Utilization Review Nurse 1. This job is full-time. You must have an RN, or LVNs will be accepted if you meet local and state regulations, 4 or more years of recent clinical experience, prospective, concurrent, and retrospective utilization review experience. This is preferred, not required, as well as experience in OR, ICU, CCU, ER, and our orthopedics. This is also preferred. And the pay for this job is $30.64 to $45.80 per hour. Alignment Health is hiring a nurse health specialist, BCC. This job is full-time and remote anywhere in the US. This job requires you to be an RN with at least 1 year experience. They also require you to have an unrestricted license for California, Nevada, and North Carolina, and you must have CPR certification. Also, you must be flexible with your schedule. The position is active 24 hours, 7 days a week. This also includes alternative shifts such as day, evening, or overnight, weekends, and holiday coverage. Shifts can be scheduled over 8 or 10 hours. Just a FYI, it is very rare to find a remote nurse job where it has the option to work a 10-hour shift. Most companies are focused on and only stick to an 8-hour shift. Ceris is hiring an itemization review nurse too. This job is full-time. They require you to be an RN in the state of employment with at least 5 years experience in the OR, ICU, ER as an RN, associate's degree in nursing or higher, and experience in medical billing auditing preferred, but not mandatory. The pay for this job starts at $61,000 and goes up to $98,000 per year. Stride Community Health Center is hiring as Triage Advice RN. This job is full-time. They require an associate's or bachelor's degree in nursing, active unrestricted RN license in the state of Colorado, or appropriate compact license, 2 years of full-time experience as an RN in a hospital or community health setting, and an active BLS certification. Revolution Medicine is hiring a regional nurse case manager, East. They have 2 positions, one for the East and one for the West. This job requires a BSN in nursing with a current state license, 7 to 9 years experience in oncology, patient access, market access, or pharmaceutical patient service programs, proven experience supporting specialty or oral oncology launches, deep understanding of payer dynamics, specialty pharmacy, and distribution models, reimbursement processes, and patient support programs, exceptional skills in communication, compliant documentation, and cross-functional collaboration, and extensive knowledge in HIPAA regulations and adverse event reporting. And this is for both the East and West position. And the salary for both jobs is $150,000 to $189,000 per year. And I have the links to both these jobs on the description box below. Common Spirit Health is hiring a virtual care manager. This job is full-time. The pay is $34.69 to $51.59. This job does require a 0 to 25% travel. They don't say exactly where you're traveling to. You will work 3 12-hour shifts with rotating weekends. You must have a BSN in nursing, a licensed RN in the state of Texas, outcomes management experience, and you must have a BLS and an ACLS certification. Now, I've worked remotely for over 9 years, and the companies I've worked for never required a BLS or ACLS certification. And here is a minimum experience: med-surg, tele, acute care, 3 years RN experience in an acute care facility, 3 years of nursing preceptor experience, and 2 years in nursing leadership role, such as charge RN role if it's appropriate. Alight is hiring a clinical case manager RN. This job is full-time. You must be an RN or nurse practitioner or comparable license with experience with working knowledge of disability, client processes, and case management, at least 5 years medical advisory experience in occupational health, worker compensation, disability, health case management, or utilization review, at least 2 years experience as a clinical case manager, demonstrate dedication to providing high quality customer service, using diplomacy, patient advocacy, and professional competency, foster interest in collaborating with compassionate clinicians and leaders who prioritize mutual care and the well-being of customers and employees, and have a degree as an RN and valid licensure. Pay for this job starts at $85,000 up to $95,000 per year. Emblem Health is hiring a care manager concurrent review. This job is full-time. You must have at least an associate's or bachelor's degree in nursing, a valid RN license without restriction, may require a CME accreditation in specific specialties, and certification in utilization review or care management is preferred. They also want you to have 4 to 6 years nursing experience, case or utilization management or care coordination and managed care experience, strong communication skills, trained in the use of motivational interviewing techniques, experience working in physician practice and or with electronic medical records, proficient with Microsoft Office, and proficiency with the use of mobile technology, which includes your smartphone, wireless laptop, etc. And the pay for this job starts at $68,000 and goes up to $118,000 per year. And make sure your resume has these 3 things: what you did, why it's important, and how it relates to the job that you want.